Welcome to Monster Men.
Yarr. Hey there. Ooh, I felt it today.
Mm. Hunter, fall has come.
Yes.
When we're recording this, it is like right before October. It's time for our annual tradition of pulling a Halloween horror movie watch list for Horrortober, as you like to call it.
Hashtag Horrortober. Follow me.
Smash that like button.
By the way, you know how I know it's fall? Almost all the leaves have changed here.
Oh, wow.
And they're falling like crazy. I'm like, man, fall is going to last 6 days here. And then I'm going to have
hasn't
bare
really
trees.
started turning here much. So.
It's hot tonight, though, but it's been cold lately, so I get it.
I get it. We're doing things a little different this year because
switching it up.
We have done for many years use the dice rolling game, which we love, but all of my books are in boxes because of transition, so I can't get to the book right now. So we are going to take a different approach. Using a random generating procedure, we have created a list of 31 horror movie categories. I shared the list with Hunter.
Yep.
And we each filled in a movie. Now we're going to go through our lists, compare which ones we picked, and decide which one wins. And we're going to make the best possible watch list you've ever had.
I'm telling you, like I said before we started, we're not going to have any clunkers because we're picking movies, everything. All right, this is a good one for this category.
Yeah.
I don't know how we fight over like victory.
I think it's going to be interesting because judging by the way you and I are, there's going to be one of us is going to say something that it's just like oh, you're right. It's that. Or we each talk about how we got to that movie. And if you just won 3 times, then I win.
I get it. By the way, let me get ready for this. This is rare. I'm going to have a drink on the podcast. This is the new me. Jack, because we've spent so much time at Chiller Theater, I got a Sam Adams Oktoberfest, which is our official beer of Chiller. So, and I'm opening it with my Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space.
My Jason bottle opener is also somewhere in a box.
I thought mine was lost forever, and I recently found it. But I also recently found the Jupiter 2, so I was like, I got to give this some love.
That Jupiter 2 is sweet.
This is a weapon, by the way. This is the thing that they threw at that movie without warning.
Yes.
Chuck it on your back. So there we go. And I'm going to take my first sip. It's nice and cold.
The other thing we want to mention is this is like our 200th episode, right?
Miraculously, yes, it is.
So we were planning to do a 200th episode with we have some viewer mail and a couple of other things. But then we realized, oh my gosh, it's time for our annual Halloween watch list.
Yep.
So we're going to celebrate 200 on 201. So,
that's right, because that's the way we roll, man.
So it's
we even have an animated video made for episode 200.
It's going to be amazing. So having said that, if you're watching this and you want to submit a question to us, DM us on or just message us on Twitter or our Facebook page, and we'll throw it in the pile.
If you want to do fan art that makes us look ridiculous, awesome.
Yes, like if you want to take a movie poster and put us in it, or just a horror scene with us like hanging out with Dracula and Frankenstein or something.
Or a picture of yourself wearing any Monster Man merch.
Yes, like even better. Even better. Like a hat.
This hat.
Is that the trucker hat?
This is the trucker hat, yes.
I got the dad hat.
This is very comfortable, too.
I'm thinking of getting the trucker hat. I might get the black and white trucker hat.
Yeah, I gotta pile up on more MM merch. Triple M.
Might be time to design something else. All right.
Slugger's so damn good.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Let's bring
Okay.
this on.
Day one is a black and white horror film.
Yes. Oh, there was so many to choose from here.
It's your honor, Your Honor.
All right. I assumed everyone would think I was going to go Creature from the Black Lagoon, but I went to one that's great that people are talking about more: The Old Dark House with Boris Karloff as the weird kind of butlery kind of dude.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
You've never? Oh, that's a favorite. That's a favorite in this house. But it's like, a group of rich kind of people break down in a terrible storm and end up in this castle overnight where they are welcomed but not welcome. It's really fun.
I chose another one that is not regularly suggested this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman.
I cannot believe you mentioned that. I accidentally discovered a Universal Monster channel on Roku.
No way.
This morning. It's like one of their live channels. First movie that was on was that movie. This morning. For that, it wins. Just for that alone.
Well, some great things about that. Bela Lugosi is the creature in that movie.
Oh, that movie is... it's bonkers. I love that movie.
And you don't hear a whole lot about it. Like, it's definitely... So that's a good
one. By the way, the
ahead.
song that the villagers sing is my favorite part of that.
I don't even remember the song.
I can't remember the words, but like the da 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 dee da la da da la da da dee da da da.
That sounds like the Munsters.
It's a fun movie, man, and the fighting in the end, and the water rushing to destroy the old castle. It's great.
The other great thing about Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman is, I said this before. So many movies, especially like all the Hammer movies, there's like Dracula gets destroyed, and then at the beginning of the next movie, somehow he gets reconstituted.
Right.
They did this with the werewolf brilliantly.
Yep. No, good choice.
Okay, day two.
Two good choices, but that one, it's kismet.
Yeah. Day two, film directed by Wes Craven.
All right, I went with my favorite Wes Craven movie, The Hills Have Eyes.
I had a feeling you were going to pick that or Last House on the Left.
Oh, I think it was my dad's favorite.
Now, you probably think that I chose a Freddy movie. But
I thought you were going to go counter and do something like Deadly Friend or something like that.
You would be on the right track. I went with Cursed, the werewolf
movie. Wow.
Because that movie was not great, but it's one of those ones that if you watch it now, you enjoy it more because of everybody who's in it.
Yeah.
And how wacky it is. And Christina Ricci, for God's sakes.
Christina Ricci, looking her best. I'm
Craig
still going to say...
Kilborn was in it.
Craig Kilborn was in that?
Yes, she's his boss.
Oh,
he's her boss.
Do you remember when we worked together that we were doing a setup for the Craig Kilborn show?
Oh, God, you're right.
So we have a little connection with Craig Kilborn.
You want to go Hills Have Eyes?
I'm calling a classic over a Christina Ricci whatever movie. Yeah. Okay. Now this next category, it's got to be you.
You go first. Or you want me to go first? Or you want to go first? You go.
Well,
first.
It's a vampire movie, and I had to think. I was like, my favorite. The only vampire movie I've ever seen where I saw it in the theater and then refused to leave my seat and stayed for the next showing was From Dusk Till Dawn, which just blew me away, introduced me to Salma Hayek, and that's why I love Sinners, because Sinners is very much like that movie. So that's my favorite. I
love that movie. It's in my top of all time. But I wanted to deliver a vampire movie that maybe not a lot of people have seen. So I went with one that's not that old and it's on Netflix. It's called Blood Red Sky.
Oh, that's the airplane one?
The airplane one.
That's a fun one.
So I feel like you're going to see, if you surf the web, like best vampire movies and stuff, you get the same 10 movies.
Yep.
And you don't agree with like 5 of them. You're like, what the hell? And nobody like mentions things like Blood Red Sky. So it's like that. It's on Netflix. It's a fun movie. It's not the best movie ever, but it's fun. And if you've never seen it before, oh my God, a vampire movie you've never seen before. So that's.
I am deferring to Blood Red Sky. I almost picked The Hunger just so you can get the song Bela Lugosi's Dead in your head. So, all right, Blood Red Sky for vampires. I like it.
All right. Horror comedy.
All right. Again, I went with one that I love, Happy Death Day. Hey, it's your birthday.
Great flick. Great flick.
Yep.
Funny. Did not think I was going to like that movie because I'm not a big fan of the repeat kind of thing, but they did a great job with it because it was genuinely funny. I think you're going to like my choice. Right. I chose Satanic Panic, the Rebecca Romijn, Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, that was a fun movie.
Fun movie. And again, you're never seeing that. I guarantee you nobody's putting that on one of these kind of lists. So.
I will agree with you. And look, they're both very good movies. Happy Death Day is better.
Yes.
But I like the fact that Satanic Panic is something that's not going to be on a lot of lists, and it's worth it.
Jerry O'Connell is great in that movie.
Jerry O'Connell, between that and Piranha 3D. Legend.
And I remember the day that I found out that he was the kid in Stand By Me.
Which is hard to believe. It's always time to turn from an ugly duckling to a beautiful swan.
Yep. Okay, this is an interesting one. 70s cult classic. This is such a wide open category.
I know. But meanwhile, the movie I thought of immediately. I was like, I'm putting it down. And I believe you watched it at my house once. The Sentinel.
I saw that.
Everybody alive in the 70s was in that movie.
Or just Meredith.
Naked Beverly D'Angelo.
Jeff Goldblum's in it too, isn't he?
Jeff Goldblum, Eli Wallach. I mean, it's insane how many famous people are in that movie.
It's a great movie. I have a good counterpunch. This might be one that we have to think about a little bit.
Uh-oh.
I went with Blackula.
I had Blackula in mind for this.
I had the Sentinel in mind for this.
That's awesome. Wow. This is a tough one.
I am willing to give you the Sentinel since I just got Blood Red Sky and Satanic Panic, and the Sentinel was in my... I really only had like 3 or 4 movies I was considering for this.
To me, this was such a tough one. Because the more I thought, I just wrote the Sentinel, but then I just kept pondering. I'm like, oh my God.
Here's the reason I didn't choose the Sentinel over Black. I feel like Blackula is more of a cult movie. Like you hear there's a cult following of that movie. Whereas I don't know if there is for the Sentinel besides, but I mean,
there's a deeper cult cut with that. Let's bring it. Let's make it happen.
All right. The Sentinel wins.
All right. Day 6, October 6th.
Day 6 is a haunted house story.
Not too many to choose from. I went with the Roddy McDowall movie based on a book by the amazing Richard Matheson, Hell House, which is just, it's creepy, it's sexy, it's just out there, man.
It's classic. Good flick. I thought about that.
I was going to do The Haunting, but I'm like, that's too on the nose.
Too on the nose. On the nosy. I went with a modern movie. The Night House, which is Rebecca Hall. Remember that one where
Oh,
her husband
yes.
dies? And then
Yes.
there's like the silhouette thing.
Yep.
Genuinely creepy movie.
Rebecca Hall is so good.
Now, the interesting thing is both of these movies are great Halloween month picks because they're both atmospheric. Like it's like Hell House is more of like if you were watching a movie about people who are watching TV on Halloween, they would be watching Hell House.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to genuinely be scared by a movie, you probably would watch The Night House.
Yeah, that's a creepy one.
That's tough though. I love Hell House.
Let's give it to let's get what is it called? The Night House?
The Night House.
Again,
you're not going to see that on anybody's.
Right. By the way, we will post the alternates.
Yes.
We don't want you to, miss out.
That's a great idea. So if one costs too much, fill in the other one, or
there you go. Can't find one at all? Well, we have options.
You want to double up?
All right, here we go. I'm also highlighting the winners because I like to use the highlighting tool.
Okay. Now, the next category is found footage, and I will say there are two categories that show up twice on this list.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Found footage is one of them.
All right. I went with, come on. Hunter Shea exists. Best Bigfoot movie ever made.
Best Bigfoot movie ever made. I see your exists.
Yeah, what are you going to raise me?
I raise you a Poughkeepsie tapes.
No, I can't in good conscience tell anybody to go see the Poughkeepsie tapes. By the way,
okay.
Joe Bob's going to be in Poughkeepsie next month, making an appearance at the theater there. It's sold out, unfortunately.
I will give you exists because you're...
And we can't. I mean, I took my daughter, who's a big horror fan, to the theater to see Poughkeepsie tapes, and she just looked at me. She goes, "Why? Why did you take me here?" I was like, "I'm sorry. It's a classic." By the way, speaking of Bigfoot, my sister told me in February 2026, coming to Off-Broadway, Bigfoot the Musical.
Oh, my God.
I was like, this is the only thing that might get me to return to the theater. Not movie theater, but the theater. And also, Bat Boy the Musical is coming out.
Come on.
For those Weekly World News fans from back in the day.
Really?
I shit you not.
Wow.
Those are real. I
All
like
right,
it. Try something new. We're at day 8.
Hold on, I lost my... All right, exists one that... Oh, this is a great one. A Roger Corman movie.
This category made me turgid.
But also overwhelmed.
A little overwhelmed for sure. And I was like, do I do a Corman directed movie? A Corman produced movie? I was like, whatever. I did the one that I enjoyed watching with my dad the most. Ray Milland's X, the Man with the X-Ray Eyes. Which... Ray Milland, back between that and the Two-Headed Monster and Frogs, he was just such an asshole in all these movies. He kind of deserved what he got. But cool sci-fi horror movie.
I went with a Vincent Price, Edgar Allan Poe movie, so that a Vincent Price movie could also get in here.
Right.
I went Pit and the Pendulum.
Pit and the Pendulum. I'm giving you that. Those movies are really what made Corman.
So this way you get a Corman, you get a Vincent Price, and you get Edgar Allan Poe. That's a trifecta.
Yeah.
However, yours is definitely worthy for...
If you've never seen it.
The November watch list.
If you've never seen The Man with the X-Ray Eyes, I think it's on YouTube. So you don't have to even pay a penny.
Okay, number nine.
Number 9.
A Stephen King adaptation.
I just went with the one I like watching the most, Misery. Mr. Man.
Awesome flick. Kathy Bates, James Caan. Classic. I'm way overdue to watch that movie again.
Oh, it just gets better and better. But I want to hear what your cock-a-doodle pick is.
So my favorite Stephen King's Salem's Lot, but that's like a TV movie and it's like 3 hours. So I was like, I'm not going to put that on the list.
That's ponderous, man.
Ponderous. And you got 31 movies to watch. The Shining felt too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I went with Dr. Sleep.
That's another long one, by the way.
It's a long one, especially if you watch the director's cut. Flanagan did a great job of taking the book and the movies and making peace with them. However,
it's amazing.
I would allow Misery because I feel like people need to see Misery.
It's so good. So good. And it's why I have a file of correspondence from certain people. Always going, if I don't come home, that's where you go first. You give that to the police. Just so you know, any whack jobs who reach out to me, you're in the file.
In the file.
All right. This one I can't wait to hear what you came up with. October 10th.
Foreign language horror film. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I'm curious.
You hear it, you're going to be like, oh, of course that's what you chose. Let the Right One In.
Oh, you know what? I should have known that.
One of the best vampire movies ever.
Yeah.
Also, you want to see this version. What is it? Swedish?
Yeah. The American version is very good too, but
the American version is very good. But if you see the original, you realize it is better.
Yeah.
And
all right. That's a good pick.
What do you got?
I went to Indonesia to a more modern movie in Petigore.
Oh, Jesus.
Which that movie put me down a rabbit hole of Indonesian horror movies and all their ghosts and spirit stuff.
That is a wacky movie.
I have to give your movie, but you all should see it.
I think that's a good one. Let's go to Let the Right Ones In on the list, but in Petigore gets a little press here. And if you're looking for something you haven't watched, that's the beauty of this show. You people are walking away with gold here.
And let me tell you, it will also give you an appreciation if you've never seen Indonesian horror, which is, I haven't seen a bad one yet. Some outlandish ones, but they're always good.
Okay, all right. This next one was a hard one.
This one almost broke me.
The 11th, Killer Animal Creature Feature. I don't even know if I wanted to do Day of the Animals. It was the first thing I popped in. And I said, that's too obvious.
Yep, I felt the same way.
I chose Arachnophobia.
That's a solid choice, man.
And I love it, and it's great. And spiders are definitely creatures. But there's a part of me that's like, should I have chosen like a Godzilla movie? Or should I have chosen like a...
I didn't even think of Godzilla movies. Because I was just so wrapped up in animal attacks movies.
Yeah, there's so many. Like I was flirting with alligator movies. This was hard.
Was thinking of crocodile, alligator. I settled on, especially the very beginning of this movie, Night of the Lepus.
Oh,
the killer rabbit movie starring DeForest Kelley. So if you got your Star Trek movies, you've got your
the famous rabbits jumping over a fence.
They
played that in Natural Born
Killers.
They show that like
the most disturbing part of that movie is the actual documentary footage of rounding up rabbits in like Australia and just killing them by the dozens.
That with a double feature with a Watership Down.
Hey kids, look, rabbits. I I don't know how easy Night of the Lepus is to find, so I'm going to go with Arachnophobia.
Okay.
Plus, I haven't seen that in years. I got to watch that again.
Arachnophobia is, I mean, like spider movies, there's like Kingdom of the Spiders and Arachnophobia, and then everything else.
Yeah, Eight-Legged Freaks and
Eight-Legged Freaks.
I would put Tarantula way up there.
Right. It's not quite the category Jaws is, but there's a million passable spider movies, but like the cream of the crop. Arachnophobia is the best, if not number 2.
Creme de la creme.
All right.
Now, day 12, October 12th. I figure this is a Jack category right here.
No way. This is a you category.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Giallo, the Italian mystery horror, the thing that put me to sleep as a teenager more than any other genre. And I'm Italian.
I even wrote a column how much I hate, or not hate, just dislike Italian horror. But I do love Giallo movies. I love I'm
going to eat some Halloween candy.
Eat some candy. I'm drinking beers. I rarely drink anymore, so I should be falling down by the time I'm done. I just like there's a certain color of the blood, and you always got the figure with the black gloves, usually like a big fedora on. There's usually some sex going on. So I watched during COVID a ton of Giallo movies. The one I like the most is The Bird with Crystal Plumage. I also like the name.
I've never seen that, but I saw it. I Googled.
I think it was on Shudder at one point. I don't know anymore.
I chose Deep Red.
Deep Red.
Because I feel like that is I have not gone down the road of Giallo that much, but I feel like there's like Suspiria, Deep Red, yours, a couple of others that are like this. If you're going to go down that road, you start with these. And probably a lot of people listening to this there's going to be some old crusty people who have seen them all, just like we with a lot of genres.
Yeah.
And other people who have never gone down that road. So I thought, give them a good solid. But I turn to you for this one because
I'm going to go with Deep Red. It's a better movie. I enjoyed The Bird with Crystal Plumage. I forget the one, Never Torture a Duckling. That's another really good one. The names are amazing. But I'll
never match with a Sicilian. What death is on the line?
All right. Well, now we're going with Deep Red. We're on October 13th. Ooh, special day.
This is the best. Okay. I can't wait to see what we chose for this. Friday the 13th movie.
I mean, there's a dozen to choose from.
I think I changed my pick 3 times.
Well, I knew what my normal pick would be, but I went another way.
I'll go first. I chose Friday the 13th, The New Blood, which is like 7, right?
That's the one with the psychic girl. That is my wife's favorite.
The reason I chose that one, it is nowhere near my favorite, but I rewatched it for the first time in a long time, like last year.
Right.
And the reason I put it on there is because I feel like this might be one of the ones that's not in heavy rotation with people. So this is a good chance to check out one that maybe you haven't seen as much.
The only problem is if that's the one you check out, you might be like, oh, all right, I'm not watching it anymore.
What are you going to do? Watch Jason Goes to Manhattan?
No, don't watch that one either. Now part 6 is my favorite.
Me too.
In fact, it's playing at the little theater by me starting on Friday, and I'll be going there. For the next week, they'll be playing that, Halloween 3, and I forget what the third one is. So
I saw a trailer for Trick or Treats coming back this October.
Trick or Treat's coming back, I think October 14th through 16th or something. So psyched to see that. I didn't pick 6. I went with part 2. Jason with the burlap sack, getting revenge. Amy Steele, who was my favorite final girl out of all of them. He's still got a camp. It's important to me you got a campground.
That is also the first Jason.
Right. First time you see Jason, you get oh my God, Adrienne King from the first one. She comes back in the second. It's a great story about how they baited and switched her.
All right, you win.
Movie.
You win.
Yay! I win! I win!
It's a way better movie. So
yeah, 2 was really good. All right, day 14.
Ironically, a slasher from the 80s. You could just watch any of the other ones.
Exactly.
Want me to go first? You want to
go? Well, this is a movie you recently talked about. I initially put The Burning on here.
We're going to choose the same movie.
But then I said, I'm going to go with one of my favorites, Slumber Party Massacre.
That's what I did.
We matched. It took us 14 days.
I just watched this last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We both were having, the nostalgic feels.
Mm-hmm.
When I went in, I was like, people need to watch this movie.
It's amazing. And it's quick.
It's quick. It's fun. And if you're cramming in 31 movies, have a nice quick one, which it's also free.
We can't beat that. It wastes no time. You get blood, you get nudity, you get everything you need in a horror
Grills.
Movie. Yeah. Comedy.
That's awesome. Okay.
All right.
This next one, that was beautiful.
I feel like I need a cigarette.
Day 15, a film from A24. This was tough because it was like, do I go with some of my favorite horror movies are A24? Or do I try and get fancy? I'm happy with what I chose, but I'm curious to see. Want me to go first?
Did you choose lamb?
Yes. You have to eat lamb chops while you watch it.
While wearing mutton chops.
Listen, there was once I don't know if it's still on, but Netflix had a documentary about General Tso's chicken.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. I ate General Tso's chicken while I watched it. It was the greatest moment.
That was the thing of perfection. Smart move. Well, I picked Midsommar because I absolutely adore Florence Pugh. And that was the first time I ever saw her in a movie. And I thought her performance was brilliant. And there was something that she does at the very end of it. She does it through the whole movie and then flips a little at the end, the last shot. And I was like, oh, that's just brilliant.
She's so great. I'm surprised you chose this because usually when we talk about this, you just bitch about the running time.
Well, I bitch about the director's cut running time, like 3.5 hours long. I was like, oh, nobody needs that.
This is a tremendous movie, and it's a great, like on second watch, to really watch what's going on in the background and the way people say things and stuff. I went with The Black Coat's Daughter.
I'm putting that on there. I'm not even going to fight you on that.
If you recall, when we watched this, I think we watched this for Final Guys.
Yeah. That's how long we've been doing that. Joe.
I don't want to give too much away, but I liked this movie the first time I saw it, but there's an element to it that kind of didn't work for me.
Right.
That when I watched it the second time and that wasn't a thing anymore for me, I liked it even more because that didn't distract me.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, our good friend, just recently watched this and we had a conversation and he enjoyed it. So
he would get more out of it than you and I ever could. He'll see things we don't. We're just too ignorant to catch on to.
Yeah. So this one was like fresh in my head because I was just talking about it. And I was like, oh, that's an A24 movie. And it's Oz Perkins.
I was going to say it's Oz Perkins.
It's got Kiernan Shipka and Emma Roberts.
Nope. That's a solid pick, man. And it's not going to take up your entire day.
Yes.
Midsommar will.
Okay. The next category on October 16th, horror anthology, a thing you and I are not huge fans of.
I would say that I am the anti-fan of those, but there is one that I think is phenomenal, and we mentioned it just before, Trick or Treat.
I love Trick or Treat. It's one of my favorite movies. I went outside the box a little bit on this one.
Oh, God. Creepshow 3?
Creepshow 4. No, there was a recent horror anthology called Satanic Hispanics.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember that one.
That I think there's like 5 stories, and I think 4 out of the 5 were great. And then there was like one that was kind of a clunker, but it wasn't that terrible.
Right.
That it's definitely worth watching. However, Trick or Treat is a perfect watch list movie.
I don't think it's Halloween season unless you've watched it. There's like a handful of movies where you have to watch. At least for us, that's like, if you don't watch that, you screwed the pooch.
Then we're gonna go with Trick or Treat because we're making an awesome list.
And see it in theaters, folks.
I'm hoping to do that.
All right.
And most people are going to choose this for Halloween night, which there's a good chance I will watch this on Halloween night. But
we like to watch it before only because Halloween night is so chaotic. By the time the chaos stops, we're just dead.
I really hope I get to the theater for this one.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, but check out Satanic Hispanics if you get a chance.
Yeah, which I believe is also on Shudder.
The next one is a possession/exorcism film.
Jason Brandt's favorite category of film.
Abso-smurfly.
That and good old torture porn. I went with one of the better made ones, The Last Exorcism.
That's got the guy from Better Call Saul in it.
Yeah. I'm willing to defer to anything. Like this category, it's not my favorite category either.
I went with one of my favorite which I like better than The Last Exorcism, is The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Emily Rose. I had a feeling you might pick that.
But I'd go either way.
My other choice was going to be Rosemary's Baby.
I like Rosemary's Baby, but I don't find it scary.
I don't find it scary. I find it brilliant.
It is brilliant.
But nothing scares me anyway, so it doesn't
But
matter.
like for Halloween season, both movies that we talked about here are better.
They got some creeps. Yep.
They have some creeps. Yours is found footage. Mine's got some of the best exorcism scenes going.
And Laura Linney, right?
Yeah, there's a genuinely scary scene in that movie where she's in her apartment and it gets kind of spooky.
That's the girl isn't that Jennifer Carpenter?
Yep.
It's been so long since I saw that.
Yeah,
she was great in that.
I don't know. You want to flip a coin on this one, or
no? I'm going at Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Emily Rose wins.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with either one, but Emily Rose. No. Okay. Zombie film, classic or modern?
This is hard.
I went outside the box on this one.
I did too. I picked a movie that could go into another category. I went with, and I adore this movie, Anna and the Apocalypse.
I almost chose that, but then I said, I want you to wait for December to watch this. But
sometimes we try to wait, but I have to watch so much fucking dumb Rankin Bass stuff that my wife likes to watch. I'm like, whatever.
I will say this, though, like last month, I just on YouTube put on Hollywood Ending while I was working.
The music in that is so good. The gore is like it. The music and the gore shouldn't be together in the same movie.
Like Shaun of the Dead, it is a good zombie movie that also has humor, and in this case, is a musical.
Yeah.
What
did you pick?
Listen to what I got. I don't know if you've ever seen this one. It's called The Night Eats the World. It takes place in Paris,
and
it's a great zombie movie. It's a guy goes to a party at an apartment building. He kind of passes out,
right,
and everything goes down, and he wakes up, and then he is trapped in this apartment building, trying to survive. And there's who else is in the building, and he's kind of a guy like us. He's not a ex-Marine or a doctor or a plumber. Like he's just a guy with like no skills.
That's us.
I can make toast. I can't hang a shelf.
I could put together furniture from any particle board furniture. I'm pretty good there.
So I would say you could take this as a suggestion, and we could put Anna in the Apocalypse because nobody's gonna have Anna in the Apocalypse on their Halloween.
Nobody,
watch
and I don't. Where would you find? When is The Night Eats the World? Is it new? Oh, like I
No, it's. Let me
know
look it
this.
up.
This is.
I watched it for Final Guys, I think, years ago. It's
I'm learning.
You should definitely watch it. Hold on, let me look it up.
Oh, it's going on my list now. By the way, because I really missed out on Horrortober last year, I already started. So it's the first year I'm starting in September.
It's 2018.
Okay. Pretty new.
It is on Amazon for 99 cents.
Magic number.
I think 99. It might be free.
Even better.
I think I'd watch that again because I watched it probably in 2018.
All right. I like it. All right. October 19th.
Hold on. October 19th. Horror movie from the 2000s.
In the year 2000. I had 2 to choose from, and I went with The Descent.
Ooh.
I mean, that's I think that's the best monster movie since Alien, and I don't think there's been a better monster movie since that one.
When people list like this is like a lot of people like say Sinister is the scariest movie ever, and I'm like, The Descent has to be in the conversation.
Terrifying, and if you're Chad Lutzke, cannot even watch it because he can't take claustrophobic spaces.
Yeah,
even representations of one. So
I think you're probably feeling really good about yourself.
Oh, whatever. Come on.
But I read your book. I know you.
Uh-huh.
I play the man in chess. I'm not playing the board. I'm playing the man.
I'm stuck on checkers outside Cracker
There's
Barrel.
a movie from 2009. It's a little movie called The House of the Devil.
That's
Checkmate.
My favorite. Yep. Done. Done. All right, man.
Good choices, though.
I almost wore that shirt tonight.
Let's talk about that movie for a second. Because that is your movie.
Yeah.
That's, I get it. I'm sort of trespassing on it. But I also love this movie. I just haven't seen it as many times as you have.
Oh, too many times.
If you have not seen this, you have. First of all, it looks like an 80s movie.
70s, cusp 80s.
Yeah, yes. 70s. Yeah. I take that back. It kind of feels like a 70s movie. But it's got also has the 80s vibe to it with the music and stuff.
One thing leads to another.
It is one of the best horror movies. You got to check it out. So
whenever people say, what's your favorite horror movie? It's like always The Thing. Sometimes it's Alien. But 1A, 1B, 1C is The House of the Devil. I have an obsession with this movie. I got to talk to Peter Polk one day. I want to write the definitive story, the book on that. Just like Janine Pipe has done with The Descent. Yeah. So I'm making this House of the Devil. Descent, I love you, but I love House of the Devil more.
Okay.
This is Jack category coming up here.
A Hammer horror film. This is definitely my category.
Snapped on this one.
Again, I tried to curate here.
I tried to curate.
You want me to go first?
I do, because you're the man for this.
I've seen many Hammer films, and then there's many Hammer films I've not seen, or I saw when I was a kid and I didn't know which one I was watching because they just showed them all the time.
Yeah.
But what really terrified me as a kid was Hammer vampire movies. I love them, but they scared the hell out of me. The obvious choice is, Dracula, or even the awesome Ingrid Pitt Vampire Lovers, that whole thing.
Yep.
But there's one, and it's available for free all over the place, that if you're looking for like a Hammer movie you may have not seen, or you want to see something that's out there, Vampire Circus.
Oh, I haven't seen that in forever.
That's a fun watch. It's a The circus comes to town, and they're vampires. That's all you need to know.
Man, that's the 60s, or was that 70s, like early 70s? Do you remember?
70s. I think. Well, you know what? Let me look. I said that. I don't know.
Vampire Circus. Well, you mentioned my movie, The Vampire Lovers.
That is an awesome movie.
It's got vampires. It has Hammer Honeys. Hammer Honeys getting it on. Part of a trilogy, the Karstein trilogy.
And that's the best one out of the trilogy. It's a really good movie.
Yeah. There's a definite steep drop off as you go along.
But even like the quality of the Dracula movies after the first one.
Yeah.
Same thing with that. But I love that movie.
I'm going to go with Vampire Circus only because now I'm fascinated.
It's not as good as Vampire Lovers, but it's also probably going to be something that most people haven't watched.
Right. And it's okay to watch The Vampire Lovers as many times as you want.
I will probably watch The Vampire Lovers this October because
I know I will.
It's time to go back to favorites. And that is definitely because we enjoy these schlocky movies. So when you're watching Vampire Circus, you're ready for it's 1972. Okay. You're ready for a 1972 Hammer movie, just like some of these other movies that we've talked about. Like, you know what you're getting, the mindset. Vampire Lovers is like a step up.
All right. Well, I'm going to go watch this. Maybe after this show. By the way, can we pause for 1 second?
Yes.
I want to get another beer. I'm going for 2.
Okie dokie. So where are we? 21?
Day 21. We're in the shank of the Halloween season.
A horror film with evil in the title. I thought this was a great category.
Very little to choose from. I did want to go with Evil Dead. I'm like, no way. That's just low-hanging fruit, amateur hour. So I went with a movie that could be in another one of these categories that we mentioned earlier, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which everyone loved, but I don't think it gets a lot of rewatching.
Awesome movie. One of the best horror comedies.
Yeah.
I chose When Evil Lurks, which
one is that one?
That's the one with the father's like dying and the kids go back to the farm and like the blonde chick and it's really scary. It came out like 2 years ago. It's
I know what you're talking about. Yes. That's kind of like one of those slow burn.
But there's some real evil crap in that movie.
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough one.
I feel like you should trust me on this one.
Sure. All right. That's you getting the last 3 in a row. Fine. Okay. It's When Evil Lurks or Where Evil Lurks?
When Evil Lurks.
Okay.
Do you want to skip a little bit and go to day 25 real quick?
Okay. Sure.
The reason I say that is because day 25 is horror comedy again.
Yes.
I chose Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
You know what I chose for that one?
What?
Spider Baby.
Ah, okay.
Which, by the way, was like kind of a under the radar, unheard of movie like 10 years ago. And now people talk about this movie all the time.
You were ahead of that by a mile.
Beat them, sons of bitches.
So look, on that one, I'm just saying, if you want to get Tucker and Dale in there, you have a shot. But Spider Baby,
I want to expose people to a black and white movie with Lon Chaney Jr., Sid Haig.
Okay.
I just want to give them more of that experience. But
it's not like anybody can't just pop on Dale and Tucker, or Tucker and Dale versus Evil if they want.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
All right. Spider Baby's the 25th.
Now, the 22nd,
22nd. It's our list. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna laugh at my pick for this one. A movie about aliens, UFOs, or space. We're now in your space. Let me go first.
I have a guess.
You're never gonna guess this, but go ahead.
I think Life Force.
Nope.
Oh, all right.
No, my pick is Nope.
Okay, I think that's a solid pick. That's
Jordan
the
Peele.
movie.
It gets a Jordan Peele movie. UFO.
Monkey.
Recent. Not that I'm saying Life Force isn't something I thought about. And probably watch after this episode now that you mentioned it.
Oh, God.
But I am talking, this is your, what do you got?
I picked, to me, this director is the best movie he ever directed. It's Signs. I think this is the best alien invasion movie. And what makes it special to me, it's the one time Mel Gibson is not the swinging dick who can battle the monsters. Because love him or hate him, he's the most violent actor in the history of movies. But whether in front of the camera, behind the camera, and in this movie, he's just a broken preacher and a widowed dad. And this movie gives me chills every time I watch it.
I love
every time.
Vamonos, children, vamonos.
And you kind of needed that because remember when they see that, and I was just like, I was like all tense. So
is that Kieran Culkin or Rory Culkin?
Oh God, I don't know. It's a Culkin. It's a Culkin and a Breslin.
I love that movie. Phoenix. I own it. I
adore that.
Swing away, Meryl. So you want to go Signs?
I do. I just think that is it's the best he'll ever do. He's hit or miss, but he hit with that one.
I love it.
And it's got a Hitchcockian vibe. All right, day 23.
23 is a monster movie, classic or modern. So we've got a monster movie. So Godzilla could also fall in here if
yes, he could.
I picked The Host.
The Host. That's the one. Oh, the Japanese one.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Foreign.
Yeah.
With the monster in the river.
Yeah.
By the city.
So good.
That is a great movie. It might be Korean.
All right.
I'm going to look it up so we don't seem like
you're
idiots.
Right. Well, we are idiots. I chose, this is nobody knows this movie. Alien.
To
me, the xenomorph is the scariest monster design in the history of movies. I'm digging Alien Earth, even though people seem to hate that show, only because I love the xenomorph stuff. But people watch that movie all the time. And there's always a debate. It's a sci-fi movie. It's a horror movie. It's both. But let's go with The Host because I don't think enough people have seen it. So we need to promote that.
Okay. It is South Korean, by the way.
South Korean. Not North Korean?
Not North Korean.
Kim Jong-un.
Okay.
Starring Dennis Rodman.
Next one is a remake. It can be good or bad.
Well, bad, there's a lot to choose from.
Yes.
I tried to get one that maybe is a little elevated, but not too much. I went, and we mentioned this earlier, you did, Last House on the Left. Because I can watch the remake and not feel like my soul is tainted forever.
Right.
The first one is excellent because it's just so bizarre and just dirty.
You feel dirty.
But it's also goofy, like banjo kind of music. It's like, what the hell? Like, it's so bizarre. I think the remake was actually very good and doesn't get a lot of love. So I threw that out there.
I chose Fright Night from 2011 with Colin Farrell.
And a good movie.
Good movie. Good remake.
And I think more people will appreciate that than Last House on the Left.
Both good though. All right, want to go Fright Night?
I'm gonna go Fright Night. Fright Night. Fright Night. All right.
That's a good one. It's a good watch. Easy watch.
Yeah. Day 26. We're almost at the end.
You're gonna laugh at my choice for this one. Horror film from the 90s.
So many good ones.
You want to go? You want me to go?
You go first.
I recently watched this for Final Guys, and when the word 90s came up, this popped into my head because when I was watching it, I was like, wow, this is so 90s.
Right.
Let me just look it up to see what the actual year is. 1998 Urban Legend. It's on Shudder.
Oh. Oh God.
The cast in this movie, it's in the wake. We did a whole show about the scream effect and how we weren't happy with that. This movie is like the head of the class on that. So if you're looking for 90s flavor,
it's got a pretty cast too.
Very good looking cast.
All right. I went with the bloodiest movie of the 90s, maybe of all time. He's got the bite. Oh. Dead Alive. Dead Alive is just out of control.
You win.
It's goofy. It's gory. It's gooey. Oh, man, I wish he would go back to making more movies like that. But
Dead Alive is one of those ones that's just an institution.
Yeah. Dude, oh my God. The pudding scene.
That makes me sick every time.
The rat monkey.
And if you watch that movie, there's a scene in it where you're going to be like, hey, wait a minute. If you watch Return of the King, it's the same location as where Aragorn goes to the Paths of the Dead.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Did not know that. Wow. All right. Richard Cheese coming at you.
All right. A horror sequel, any franchise.
Okay. I went way back, but only because there were remakes coming up. I went with The Bride of Frankenstein, which to me is one of the Universal's best movies. I think it's James Whale's best movie. It takes the pathos and kind of like the grief of Frankenstein and just goes a whole other direction.
Most people will say that that's better than Frankenstein.
I think it is. Little Dr. Pretorius.
It would get another Universal monster on the list, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I went the complete opposite direction. I went with something recent, and it's the second movie in a trilogy, sequel to the first movie. A little thing called Pearl with Mia Goth.
Ooh.
So
that's a polarizing movie, by the way.
Polarizing movie. I like X better than Pearl, but a lot of people like Pearl better. Mia Goth is amazing in it.
Such her performance. I'm going to give it for Mia. Pearl wins for Mia.
I would have given Bride of Frankenstein because it's a Halloween list, but if you want to go Pearl.
I'm going Pearl. Her monologue towards the end is something to be witnessed. The fact that she didn't get any nominations tells you what a bunch of horseshit award shows are.
You know what? Coming off Dead Alive, Bride of Frankenstein the next night, you got Spider Baby, Dead Alive. If you go Bride of Frankenstein, that's like old movie. Let's throw something more modern in.
You gave him Pearl. That's Pearls Before Swine. By the way, Maxine is on HBO Max.
Nice.
So
I need to watch. I've only seen that one once.
Me too. I'm going to watch it again for Horrortober. All right, day 28.
28. This is a sci-fi horror film.
I think you and I might agree.
You're going to love what I chose.
Oh, all right. Let me hear it.
Well, this could have fit some other categories, but I went with Galaxy of Terror.
Damn. I love Galaxy of Terror. Roger Corman again.
Roger Corman. And I mean, speaking of Alien.
Yeah, what a ripoff.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ripoff.
It's watching that movie, especially in the with Alien being front of mind with the series and stuff. Like Galaxy Terror, ton of fun. This is a couple of days before Halloween. Thought it was a good choice. Not married to it. Can't wait to hear what you got to say, but I thought it was
I love that choice. I went with something a little newer, but Event Horizon.
Now see, I almost chose that because that's on my top all-time movies.
That's like one of the best of the best.
Yeah, I mean,
creepy AF.
I mean, you're closing in on Halloween here. You get a haunted house movie on a spaceship with all that evil. I think we go
evil.
I think we go Event Horizon here and just make this list killer.
All right, cool. All right, the 29th. You getting your candy ready, double checking your costume, make sure there's no rips in it.
This is the second found footage movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I got something teed up.
All right. Hit it out of the park there.
Lake Mungo.
Lake Mungo's good.
Lake Mungo is a creepy movie. It's like a documentary kind of thing that uses found footage and photographs and other things.
Yeah.
And just when you think it's one thing, it reshuffles the deck on you. And there's some genuinely creepy things in that movie.
Yep.
Great flick.
Ooh, good choice. I went with the best found footage movie ever made. Hands down. Cloverfield.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say Wreck.
Wreck is great, but I think Cloverfield is phenomenal. By the way, the most beautiful cast.
Oh my God. The girl that they go to
guys.
The girl that they go to rescue, I'm like, I would risk my life.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, in that movie, like the non-sexy one was Lizzie Kaplan.
Lizzie Kaplan. I'm like, I'd go risk my life to rescue her.
I would climb up that monster's leg and punch it in the nads just so I could get her to kiss me on the cheek. So, but I'm going to select Lake Mungo just because I think it's one that I don't think everybody has seen and they should see it.
And that's a great get you in the mood for Halloween because it's just creepy.
Yeah. Make you look under the bed before you go to sleep.
Okay. The 30th. A film by John Carpenter.
He's my soul. He's my DNA.
You want a prediction? I think we picked the same movie.
All right.
I chose the Fog.
I chose The Fog. Come on, Stevie Wayne.
That was easy. Halloween was too obvious. Halloween was too obvious. The Thing, that's wintertime.
Right.
The Thing is the best, but The Fog just feels like, oh yeah, the night before Halloween. Watch The Fog. Is Jamie Lee Curtis still?
Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom swinging Dick Atkins.
Hal Holbrook, right?
The beginning of that movie on the beach with John Houseman telling the Firelight story to me is my favorite beginning of any horror movie. And I think they added that later, just tacked it on there. Yeah. Love that movie. And Adrienne Barbeau was never sexier. So good choice.
Stevie Wayne, is that her name?
Stevie Wayne. Oh my God.
I knew when I started, I said that was one of the ones I was like, I feel like if we're gonna match up, it's gonna be on this one.
That's a good one to match on.
Okay, this next one.
Oh no.
It's Halloween night. We're at the grand finale. It's a movie that takes place on Halloween. I had to Google because I was like, I only know a couple of movies that actually take place on Halloween.
I did the same thing.
And I felt like everything was so obvious. And I'm not saying that we can't go with an obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll throw mine out.
Okay.
Night of the Demons takes place on Halloween.
That was on my list. It was in consideration. And it's the best movie to tell you where to store your lipstick
Yes.
if you forget your pocketbook. I picked a movie that my family all loves. I really enjoy it. And it's a movie about things that people are doing actually on Halloween night. The Houses October Built.
I think I've seen that movie. What
It's
happens? Is that like a fictional movie or a documentary?
it's like a documentary, and it's like these people in an RV going to all these different haunted attractions, these different haunts, and they get uh, trapped into something maybe a little bit bigger than they thought it was going to be. It's creepy as hell.
Well, let's go with that one. Night of the Demons is a
I love that movie too. I even like the remake.
the
All
houses. Oh, do you do the remake of Night of the Demons?
Night of the Demons, yeah. Houses October Built, I know there's at least 2 of them. There might be 3. But that's a good, and plus if it's Halloween, you just got something on, or you're going back and forth, it's perfectly fine. Now, you had these other categories that
I don't think I chose anything for that, but I can do it off the top of my head.
well, and we'll go quickly through these because we're going on an hour and a half now. A horror film under 80 minutes. I chose the original Universal Monsters, The Wolfman, which I think is like 75 minutes or something.
Yeah, any one of those are really short. I don't know how long is Creature from the Black Lagoon?
It's like an hour and a half.
Is it?
All
All right, I don't know any 80-minute ones, but I would say Slumber Party Massacre is not that long.
No, that's quick. What's that guy? The Blackwell Ghost. Any Blackwell Ghost movie, those are like 70 minutes long, 60 something minutes. And excellent. Horror movie based on true events. I went with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh wow. Jesus.
Which is kind of like it's Ed Gein.
Yeah. Jesus.
Godzilla. True story.
Jaws, based on the.
There you go.
It's all based on the stuff in New Jersey.
Yeah. All right. Horror musical. And I already used Anne in the Apocalypse. So I went with the Polish mermaid musical, The Lure.
Ooh.
Which is on HBO Max if you guys want to watch it. I don't know if you'll thank me if you see it. You might curse me, but it's something to be seen.
I'll throw Mad Monster Party out there, even though that movie is a slog to get through.
Boy, I loved that as a kid, and it is terrible as an adult.
But It's the Mummy.
Man, good old Phyllis Diller. Non-English European horror films. Jesus Christ. I chose High Tension.
Oh.
Good French movie. It was either that or The Loved One.
European.
Oh, that's not European Loved One. That's New Zealand.
I don't know.
There we go. We're American. We don't care.
Horror film from the 90s.
Well, remember we were talking about like alligators?
Yeah.
Crocs? I did Lake Placid.
Oh.
Just for Betty White alone.
Silence of the Lambs is 90s.
Yes. There you go. Horror movie with a twist ending. I think if you and I had to do this, if we both did this separately, we'd both come up with Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, yeah.
You know, either that or
The Sixth Sense is
The Sixth Sense. Yeah. A made-for-TV horror film. Yours will be Salem's Lot.
Sound a lot of Night Stalker.
I went with Duel.
Duel.
Steven Spielberg, Dennis Weaver. Fun movie.
The Night Stalker is the best made-for-TV horror.
Hands down. Horror movie starring children, a.k.a. creepy kids. I did The Innocents, which is from the 60s.
Oh, yeah. That's hard to find, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going to say The Children. That was like from the 80s, where the bus goes through the fog and then...
Yeah. That's a good one. Wow. Deep Cut. And last but not least, a folk horror film. I did, and it's on the cusp, Rites of Spring. which came out like 10 or more years ago that nobody ever talks about.
What was that one that was like God, these people they were like in Ireland and there was like fairies or something in the woods, but they were evil.
I don't know. Sounds like an Irish thing.
Oh, you know what? Shoot, there was a vampire movie. How about the
Can
boys
a vampire
from
movie be a folk movie?
I don't know. I'll just say the Wicker Man remake with Nicolas Cage.
There you go. Done. That's the list, ladies and gentlemen. The list and then some.
That's a good list. Let's just read the list real quick.
Oh boy, you want me to go through the list?
I'll read it.
All right.
Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Oh no, I'm on the wrong list. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. The Hills Have Eyes. Blood Red Sky. Satanic Panic. The Sentinel. The Night House. Exists. The Pit and the Pendulum. Misery. Let the Right One In. Arachnophobia. Deep Red. Friday the 13th Part 2. The Slumber Party Massacre. The Black Coat's Daughter. Trick or Treat. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Anna and the Apocalypse. The House of the Devil. Vampire Circus. When Evil Lurks. Signs. The Host. Fright Night from 2011. Spider Baby. Dead Alive. Pearl. Event Horizon. Lake Mungo. The Fog. The Houses That October Built.
Man, that's a good month of movies.
That is
there.
Killer list.
There's not one misstep and there's not one thing you'll regret.
This is a good list because there's a combination of like Vampire Circus is going to be one of those outlier things that you're like, you've never seen it. Maybe,
right.
You know what I mean? Like depending on who you are, that's going to bring something new. You've got some classics. You've got some good 80s stuff in there. You've got a couple of black and whites. You got some stuff you maybe had never heard of and other stuff that maybe you never saw, but everything is like solid.
Yep. I agree. The only regret I have on this episode that I'm not back in my old house in my belfry where I could have smoked a nice cigar for an hour and a half, rolling dice and just having a good time. But I still had a good time. Drinking beer.
This episode, if you look on our Twitter and Facebook page, we'll have a graphic with the list on it. And then also send in any artwork or questions or comments for next episode. In a couple of weeks, we'll actually, that might be, we got to do our
we might combine it all. It might be like,
that might be the Halloween extravaganza.
200 can be everything and anything.
Well, this is 200. 201 is the big party.
201.
The 201 Halloween party.
By the way, I want you all to go out there. We talked about all these movies. Now you got to read some books. I urge you. I'm with Dark Wolf Books right now. Pick up a copy of We're Always Watching.
Yes.
Or a copy of Combustible. So if you want a little post-apocalyptic dark humor. Or my latest extreme horror, I Kill in Peace. Just came out last week. And you go in pieces. So please pick one of those up. If you do buy it, tag me somewhere on social media. I might give you something to thank you. I like giving stuff away.
I agree.
Unlike a lot of authors, I'm not in this for the money. I'm a perfect artist. I have no care about glory. Money. I'm in it for, I don't know. I just want people to read. Please just read.
Everybody, keep us posted. If you, Sheila is our hero. She does this every year. We love her.
This episode is for Sheila, by the way. We should have said that at the top.
We should have.
Yeah.
Sheila.
Schlancha.
The queen of Halloween. Every year she watches all the movies.
We finally gave her a really solid list this year.
Yes, you're welcome.
She'll thank us.
She put up with a lot of, because that other book is a lot of fun because you get whatever the dice rolls.
Yeah, exactly. But this time she had advice from experts.
Okay, everybody. See you next time for the big episode. Monster Men.
Yo.